Marcus Rashford has been one of Manchester United's few shining stars in recent years, despite the team's dire circumstances and ongoing scandals. However, there was a problem with the Englishman this season. In this video, we'll explain what's occurred in Marcus's life and why he's changed so drastically, so quickly. Now, let's get going. Over the past decade, Manchester United has faced considerable challenges, witnessing a decline in its European powerhouse status and a departure from the regular Champions League participation. The club navigated coaching uncertainties, disappointing results, conflicts between owners and fans, and controversies involving players, all of which significantly impacted its overall well-being. In the midst of this challenging period, Marcus Rashford emerged as a beacon of hope and resilience for Manchester United. Throughout last season, Rashford, alongside Bruno Fernandes, played a crucial role in the team's return to the Champions League during Erik ten Hag's inaugural season as coach. The arrival of the Dutch coach sparked optimism that Rashford would reach his full potential, becoming a key figure in ushering in a new era for the club. Despite the undeniable difficulties and imperfections faced by the team during the transitional phase under Hag, Rashford's individual brilliance remained a consistent source of inspiration. The adaptation to the new coach's strategies required time, and the club encountered challenges, including a notable conflict involving Cristiano Ronaldo. Nevertheless, amidst these trials, Rashford's unwavering commitment to Manchester United became a bright spot, showcasing his character both on and off the field. As Manchester United strives to reclaim its former glory, questions naturally arise about the team's future trajectory under Hag's leadership. Can Rashford's steadfast dedication inspire a resurgence in the club's fortunes? How will the transitional period impact the team's overall performance? And what role will conflicts such as the one involving Cristiano Ronaldo play in shaping the seasons ahead? Despite the uncertainties, Marcus Rashford's remarkable contributions offer hope for a positive turnaround under the evolving vision of Erik ten Hag. Amidst the tumultuous backdrop of challenges faced by Manchester United, Marcus Rashford emerged as a steadfast leader for the team, exemplifying resilience and commitment. Despite off-field problems, including the Mason Greenwood case, Rashford's efforts transcended the troubles, solidifying his position as a true leader within the squad. The numerical testament to Rashford's impact is striking. In 56 matches, he scored 30 goals and provided 11 assists, marking the best season of his career in terms of goal contributions. The anticipation was high as United entered the new season, not necessarily as title contenders, but certainly as favourites to secure a spot in the top four. However, the reality of the new season proved to be more challenging than anticipated. Manchester United started disastrously with 5 defeats in the first 10 Premier League matches and 2 losses in the opening 2 rounds of the Champions League, including a surprising home defeat against Galatasaray. The team also grappled with an outbreak of injuries and a public scandal between Erik ten Hag and Jadon Sancho, resulting in Sancho's departure from the club during the winter transfer window. Amid these difficulties, the most disheartening aspect was the performance of the team's leaders, particularly Marcus Rashford. As the halfway point of the season approached, the club's number 10 had recorded only 4 goals and 6 assists in 26 matches, reflecting a significant dip in form. Rumours surrounding Rashford's work ethic further compounded the challenges he faced, culminating in a scandal that unfolded towards the end of January this year. The rollercoaster journey of Manchester United, marked by highs and lows, raises questions about the team's ability to overcome adversity and regain momentum in the second half of the season. Can Rashford and the team's leaders rediscover their form, steering the club to a more promising trajectory? Or will the challenges continue to mount, casting a shadow over their ambitions? Only time will unveil the answers as Manchester United navigates through this turbulent chapter in their storied history. On January 26th, the club made a surprising announcement revealing that Marcus Rashford had missed training due to illness ahead of an upcoming cup match against Newport Town 2 days later. However, in the age of instant information dissemination, concealing details have become a challenging endeavour. Subsequent reports surfaced indicating that Rashford had actually been spotted clubbing in Belfast the night before the club was informed about his illness, marking a clear breach of disciplinary standards. As the story unfolded, an investigative piece by the scandalous tabloid The Sun delved into more details surrounding that night. According to Sarah Adair, a waitress, Rashford had invited her to Thompson's Garage Club in Belfast after she served him from lunch at her workplace. She claimed that Rashford engaged in a 12-hour tequila drinking spree, and by the end of that night was so intoxicated that he dropped wads of cash in front of her in his hotel room. Adair recounted having to put him to bed after he passed out, highlighting a low point in the footballer's life. So what steps do you think that Marcus Rashford should take to address or apologise for his actions, and how has this influenced the club's stance on the matter? The club, already grappling with numerous challenges, was understandably displeased with the situation. In response, Manchester United issued an official statement acknowledging that Marcus had taken responsibility for his actions, treating the incident as an internal disciplinary matter now deemed closed. This implies an apology from Rashford and suggests that severe sanctions weren't imposed, possibly to avoid further disruptions to the team dynamics. The internal handling of the matter raises questions about the club's approach to discipline and whether leniency might be perceived as a weakness by the players. Despite reported fines, Daily Mail suggesting an amount of $650,000, the decision to keep details internal could be interpreted as a desire to limit media coverage and maintain focus on football matters. The fallout from the incident has seemingly put the spotlight on Erik ten Hag, the coach, who, according to the Telegraph, is growing increasingly concerned about Rashford's behaviour, expressing a sentiment that the player might consider himself untouchable. The coach's avoidance of specific questions during a press conference only adds to the air of unease surrounding the situation. As the club navigates through this off-field turmoil, the challenge remains to keep the focus on football and address concerns about player conduct and discipline. Next, coming on to Chris Sutton's statements. Chris Sutton, a sports columnist and Premier League winner, has asserted that Marcus Rashford's recent disciplinary issues are not isolated incidents, but part of a continuous pattern. According to Sutton, Rashford lacks respect for both the manager and teammates, impacting the entire team. Daily Mail's report indicates that Rashford's breach of discipline has caused dissatisfaction among his teammates, especially senior players who find it incredulous considering the club's circumstances. TalkSport suggests that Manchester United coaching staff are worried about Rashford's off-pitch lifestyle affecting his on-pitch performance. Sources close to Rashford expressed concerns about him being in a self-destructive phase, with fears that some individuals in his inner circle exert too much influence. Additionally, there is speculation about the impact of Rashford's personal life, particularly his relationship with fiancée Lucia Loy, who cancelled their wedding at the beginning of 2023 but was later seen with him on a date in November. On this occasion, Lucia Loy was notably without a wedding ring, suggesting that Marcus Rashford may not have successfully addressed challenges in his personal life, causing upheaval in his mental well-being. This upheaval in turn could be linked to the recent high-profile incident involving alcohol. While the situation is undoubtedly unpleasant, it's essential not to vilify Rashford entirely. There is an opportunity for him to learn from this experience. A positive aspect is Rashford's acknowledgement of his significant error. To address the situation, Rashford met his brother and agent, Dwayne Maynard, along with football director John Marto and manager Erik ten Hag at Carrington, as reported by The Athletic. The purpose of this meeting was to establish the truth about the events in Belfast the previous week. It appears that both the club and the player have reached a resolution, with journalist Laurie Whitwell noting that Rashford has returned to training and will be available for selection in the upcoming match against Wolves in the 22nd round of the Premier League. Acknowledging that everyone can make mistakes, Rashford is no exception to this reality. It's important to remember Marcus Rashford's commendable charity work and the recognition he's received, including an NBE, for his dedicated efforts to combat food poverty in recent years. Rashford has demonstrated a clear civic position and values that align with positive contributions to society. Everyone is susceptible to making mistakes, and what holds significance is the lessons learned from those errors. The key for Marcus is to make more prudent choices regarding the timing of his social activities and, most importantly, to showcase his excellence on the pitch. Demonstrating his prowess as the top-tier player he's known to be will likely lead to swift forgiveness. It's crucial to recognize that individuals can learn and grow from their mistakes. In the comments, share your thoughts on Marcus Rashford's recent behavior and suggest ways that he can rectify his mistake. Additionally, feel free to explore our other videos available on your screens now. Please leave your comments, subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to engaging with you soon.